Don't cancel Dave Chappelle. A joke is a joke. Hey friends, it's me Lisa and I'm back with a hot topic. So if you haven't already guys, you know the drill. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. So today guys, I'm going to be talking about the whole Dave Chappelle controversy. I'm sure you've already heard about it. I mean the whole Dave Chappelle thing where he was he had his most recent his most recent comedian show that he did on Netflix called The Closer. And in The Closer, he was, talking about a variety of different topics. But unfortunately, people want to cancel Dave Chappelle because apparently he offended some people in the trans community. Before I get into that, I want to say, first of all, a joke is a joke is a joke. Come on, guys, really? I'm not saying that some jokes are not offensive. But you have to realize when you're going to a comedian show or a comedic show, you have to realize that comedians make jokes and they make fun of everybody. I know that whenever I've gone to a show and I'm going to watch a comedy show, I usually either sit in the very back or if I sit in the front, I avoid eye contact. The reason being because I know that part of what comedians do is that they make fun of people. This is what they do. If they see you or they see something they can pick on, they do that as a part of their show. Whether it's right or not is neither here nor there, but it's part of, comedy, and it's been a part of comedy since comedy's been around. And so I saw The Closer, and I wanted to see what the big deal was. And really and truly, I don't understand. I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive here. I mean, obviously I'm not transgender, but I mean, as a person, that if a person is transgender, I could understand why, some of the jokes would be offensive. But at the same time, it's not like he wasn't making fun of everybody. He wasn't singling out trans people. He was talking about gay people. He was talking about Jewish people. He was talking about white people, black people, everybody. Dave Chappelle is known to make fun of people. As a comedian, this is what he does. And I watched the whole documentary, and I found that, yes, he was making some jokes that I could see that could be, considered offensive to some people. But at the same time, he was doing it against everybody, like he always does in a lot of his in his comedy shows. And on top of that, he was talking about his friend Daphne, who is actually a transgender person who actually ended up committing suicide because of a few years ago when Dave Chappelle did his last comedy show. A lot of people in the trans community came after him and found it offensive as well back then. And his friend Daphne decided to defend him, and as a result of that, she was bullied by people in her trans community, and she ended up killing herself. So I think really and truly, people need to think about what they're saying here in terms of calling, for Dave Chappelle's cancellation, because obviously if he was so against somebody that was transgender, he wouldn't have given his friend this opportunity to open for him and be a comedian and, make jokes, if he really had such a biased opinion towards people. And regardless, like I keep saying, a joke is a joke is a joke. I mean, people really need to understand that, there's going to be people every day, we're going to hear people say things that we're not going to like. But we can't cancel everybody. I mean, if this is the case, then nobody's going to be able to talk anymore because, every day, sometimes I'll go to work, somebody will say a joke that may be offensive and maybe they don't even know it's offensive, or, you'll walk down the street and somebody's saying something. So should we cancel every single person now? I mean, what happened to free speech? You know what I mean? I think that really and truly we're going way too far with this. I'm not saying that, we shouldn't be sensitive to people's feelings, but when you're looking at somebody like a comedian and taking what he said so seriously to the point where you want to cancel him, I think that's going too far. Because, like I said, he is a comedian. I can understand it's different, like if somebody like Donald Trump says something, because he's a politician and his job is to, lead the country, or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or somebody that's in power, Justin Trudeau or whoever, says something that is offensive, and then we can definitely check them. But when somebody's a comedian, it's a different story because, their job is to laugh, make people laugh, and sometimes, be a little bit offensive. And I think, we've gone really too far with this whole situation with the whole cancel culture. Anyway, that's my bit on this for now, guys. Let me know what you think. If you think Dave Chappelle should be canceled or if you think it's just gone too far. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye.